I rise to talk about something I know something about, which sometimes on the Senate we don't do very often. But I ran a small business for 22 years. I worked in a small business for 33 years. And quite frankly, I think I understand small business as well as anyone who's done it. And I was astounded, disappointed, and perplexed with the President's statement last week that small business didn't owe its success to itself, but it owed it to government. Because it's the other way around. We would not exist as a Senate were it not for the taxpayers of the United States of America. They send us our cash flow. They send us the money that we invest to build the roads and bridges and highways. So it's an affront to those who have risked capital, as Senator Wicker said, those who've taken chances, those who've succeeded, and those who have failed, to build small businesses, to employ the American people, to make this great engine of America work. But I want to just go down a litany for a second of what small business does to make us exist as a Congress and as a government. Every January 15th, April 15th, June 15th, and September 15th, businesses pay their quarterly estimate on their taxes. So do independent contractors. Employees pay it every month from withholding. The cash flow of the United States is not owed to the government, it's owed to the American people for the contribution that they make. Social Security. Every beneficiary of Social Security for their entire life paid 6.2% of their income, and their employer matched it with another 6.2%, up to $102,500 in income. Medicare, with no cap whatsoever, 1.35% of your income from day one till the day you die goes to the Medicare Trust Fund. And talking about medicine for a second, many small businesses, 19% of American jobs are in health care now. They now have device taxes. If a small business is building an implant for dental implants or some kind of a heart treatment or something like that, they have an extra tax because of the Affordable Health Care bill. For those that pay dividends or pay out income, investment income to their investors, they have a new surtax to help pay for the Affordable Care tax. Then we have our ordinary income tax that we all pay on April the 15th. For our highways, when we fill up our tank of gas, we pay the motor fuel tax to build our highways. For our airports, the passenger facility charge that goes to the government to reinvest in our infrastructure. So it sounds to me like it's us that owe small business, not small business that owes us. And I think if we began acting like people who understood from whence comes our strength, America would begin to come back. As Senator Wicker said about Mr. Bernanke yesterday, his downward forecast is because business is not deploying capital. People are not making investments. And as one who did that, there's one simple reason. We are a nation of uncertainty. Nobody knows what the boundaries are going to be or what policy is going to be on January 1st. And let me close with one example. January 1st, the estate tax goes back from a $5 million unified credit and exemption and 35% rate to a $1 million unified credit and a 55% rate. You know what that's going to do? That's going to close thousands of small businesses eventually around America, because when a small business owned by a family farm in Mississippi or Georgia, when the owner of that farm dies and they go to pass their assets on to their heirs, after that $1 million deduction, they owe a 55% tax on the rest. And most of their value is in real estate and land, which is depressed. They're forced to liquidate land at suppressed prices to pay an income tax within 9 months of death. That's wrong, and that should not happen. But if, as Senator Murray said yesterday or the day before, we allow every tax treatment that we have today to go back to the 2001 rates, small business in America will be hit again with a tax that will force it to close or to liquidate. It's time we understood from whence we get our strength. It's the American taxpayer. As we consider them and their investment in small business, we'll make better decisions, we'll act faster, and America will be better, and America will be stronger. And I see the senator from Utah is on the floor. I'd like to turn to him.